Hey, what's up? We're gonna install these LED lights today on the 2008 Silverado, Chevy Silverado. I'm gonna wire these into the reverse lights so I have a little more light backing up at nighttime. I have tinted windows, very hard to see as it is. So, and then with the tinted tail lights, these reverse lights are basically useless. So I ordered on Amazon these aux beam, 6 LEDs in each one. That's what the package looks like. They're about 22 bucks on Amazon, shipped in 2 days. So I also bought this wire, 14 gauge wire. I got red and black for the ground and the hot. Just gonna need some stuff to solder, something to mark out if you're gonna drill a hole to install these. These come with a bracket. I don't know if you want to use this or come up with something you want to make on your own, but it looks like these are gonna work for me. Now it's strictly preference where you want to hook these up at. So for me, I think it'll look better tucked up underneath the truck. So I was gonna mount them right around here. Get this bar, gonna put them up here. Be kind of tucked away, but still get enough light. Only thing I've done, I went ahead and I wired on some longer leads on this. Comes with a short tail, ends right here. Just wired on more than enough for what I'm doing. A couple different ways you could wire this. What I'm gonna do, instead of taking out the tail light and wiring into that, I'm gonna go ahead and wire it right into the backup wire for the trailer plug. So you see here, it's the trailer plug. It tells you right there, the center one is for the backup lamps. So if you go back here, the center wire, you follow it, it's that light green, the one that's sticking out right here. So we're just gonna splice it right into that. Get both hots into there, tie them together. First thing I'm gonna do, I marked out these holes. I'm gonna drill these holes right here. Just use the silver Sharpie. Using the hardware that came with the set, so it gives you these. Alright, I'm going to use a 3/8 drill bit. Be just big enough to fit the bolts through. And since I'm going in this tubing here, you gotta make sure you can't go too deep or else you won't be able to get a wrench in there to tighten it down. So I'm just going in about 6-8 inches there, so I'll be able to tighten it up. I'm going to go ahead and start to drill this out. Be back when I'm done. Just drilled out the first hole there. You see I kind of have it angled back a little bit because these lights won't allow for much adjustment to tilt forward, only back for whatever reason. So just so I have it pitched down towards the ground a little bit, angle it towards the back of the tube a little. Oh, we got it. First one in. Bolt tightened down. It's a little tedious, but we got it. So, see, should bounce the light off the ground pretty good. Good enough angle to light it up at nighttime. Do the other side, I'll get back. Here's a quick tip. If you do get this same light kit and use these brackets, just a reminder, make sure you figure out where you want these adjusted before you go through the trouble of installing them up. I didn't do this, but make sure that's tightened down good, because once you have that mounted in there, you're not going to be able to get to that with the Allen key. If this is the same kind of way you mount it. If you mount it somewhere else, you might be able to still get to it. I know a lot of people mount them out here on the bumper, but I think that looks kind of ridiculous. So just a heads up. All right. Well, the second light's on. All right. Now, figured I'd find a spot for a ground. Just looking around, I didn't see anything, so I'm making my own. Just took the 4-inch grinding wheel, cleaned that up, drilled a 1/4-inch hole, went through the bolt bin, found a bolt and nut. Gonna put an eye on the ground and got them both out right there. Alright, I got it wired up, both positives going in right here to the trailer power wire. Got my grounds hooked up. Mounted right to the frame. Bolt, tighten it down. Just put some tape on it for more protection. Now we're gonna give you an example of how it looks. Come on with the reverse lights, nice and bright. Throw the light out pretty far. So they look nice and hidden from a regular standing view. You can barely even tell they're there, but let's see what these look like at nighttime. So even when the engine's off, whenever those reverse lights come on, these will come on with it. Any questions? Comment below. Share it, send it, whatever.